Discuss general automation testing pitfalls that most of the companies or organizations fall into when they start their automation project. Let us start discussing about the three major points that I have listed down here. The first one is multiple systems that we use while we automate test cases. The second one is the complex framework. We often hear about automation frameworks, robust automation frameworks that companies want to use to automate their test cases, and then there are different other factors which contribute to the automation pitfalls. So let's start with the multiple systems. When we use the automation tool to design automated test scripts, we end up using multiple systems, such as the OR, object repository. We capture different objects from our application and we want to save them in a structured hierarchical manner, and when we do that, we create an OR. Now for different modules or different screens, we may end up creating different ORs. Then there are QFLs, that is nothing but quick test functional libraries. Functional libraries contain different kinds of functions which are generic in nature and which are reusable throughout the test cases, throughout the automation process. So these may contain hundreds of functions which are reusable, which the testers use and make their life easy, make their automation life easy. And then there are test data Excel files where we store the test data which is fed into the test cases. And then there are environment files which contains variables. Is a placeholder for variables which do not change and are required for the complete automation environment. And then there is the test script itself, which talks about the exact script which executes a single test case. So first of all, we have multiple systems to take care of even when we are automating a simple test case. And then these systems in itself are multiple in nature. Like there may be different ORs, there may be different QFLs like business QFL, generic QFL. There may be various test data Excel files of different natures. There may be various environment files for login, links, etc. And then there may be, and obviously for every test case you will have a test script. So what happens is, why I have called it as a pitfall is that even for automating a simple test case, you have to go through so many files and integrate them and make them shake their hands together to make it work. And also you have, for a small function or for a small object, you have to go and search in multiple files, get the required thing that you are searching for, and then use it to your advantage. That makes the automation development slow and complex. Now most of the companies think that coding for automation requires a specific skill, and such resources are less in market. So what they do is, and also they want to do away with inconsistencies in automation. So they come up with some framework which is a wrapper, which acts as a wrapper on automation tools. Now why have I said complex framework? Because in the quest of making a highly generic, reusable, robust framework which can be applied across projects, we end up creating wrapper on automation tools, which makes the automation development process even more complex, because first, anyways, there were multiple systems that one has to take care of, and then again he has to work on that wrapper also. So we end up with multiple layers, and then people lose track where they are going. Everything becomes slow, complex, and yeah, so basically the testing becomes slow. And then there are the other things that the organization wants, or the project manager would want. He would want the naming conventions right, the coding standards right, and he would want to review each other's scripts also. And then there are gaps in domain knowledge. So if you don't know the test case that you are automating or the workflow, you may end up really wasting a lot of time getting to understand the workflow. So what happens is, in quest of all these factors, in the quest to standardize and to make sure that everything is correct, we have to keep all these factors intact, and this also pulls down the automation effort, the speed of the automation effort, the return on investment on the automation effort, it pulls it down. So the obvious drawbacks of the above three systems, above 3 points that I mentioned here are slow and complex automation development, slow and complex automation execution, so slow and complex debugging and integration also. So if your script fails, or you are automated a test case and you want to execute it and it's not executing properly, you have to go through multiple layers and then through multiple systems and find out exactly where the script is failing and then fix it and then run it again to see whether it's running correctly or not. And also you have to take care of the integration part. So your test script should integrate across all the multiple systems and the frameworks and the naming convention, coding standards, etc. to make it work completely. So it makes, again, it becomes a complex process and a slow process. And the final drawback that I would say is the highly complex maintenance and upgrade. So suppose something changes and we have to maintain our automation suite, or we have to upgrade to include some other functionalities. It becomes highly complex again, because you have to work with so many because of the obvious reasons that we have been discussing till now. So in effect, what happens is the project cycle time and cost increases, and the regression testing time and cost also increases, and this cost and time increases every release. So what you get is a low ROI and quality also, because in case of frequent code drops or any changes, you would want the automation to be there, or in case of new functionalities being added, you would want to develop them fast, execute them fast, and execute probably many times on different environments to see the quality. And if you're not able to do it fast, and if you're not able to do it correctly, and if you get lost between these complex web of complex systems, the quality itself may go down. So the solution, what is the solution for the above problems that we have discussed? The solution is to come up with an really innovative, lightweight framework which takes care of all the drawbacks here and presents a very simple way in which you can automate and yet keep all the benefits that are derived here with it. So we have come up with a solution, innovative framework, which will take care of all these, and it can really do magic. So I will be discussing about that in my next video. Thank you.